Throwback Thursday. Let me give y'all some history. You see that date? October 12th, 1990. You see this? Who is that? Who is that guy right there? This is the part they ain't going to tell you all. Who is that guy right there? Fighting for free speech. Allowing you to do what? Say the things that you want to say on the record. That's my lawyer right there. That's the state attorney. Black guy. Look at this. We are fighting so that you can be able to say what you want to say on record. But no, they want to fight me. They want to fight me. They don't want to give me no credit for nothing. They don't want to honor me. This guy right here. That guy right there. That guy right there. Oh, he's the bad guy. Paid this lawyer right here. Great guy. Bruce Rogo. Read it again. Come on, man. They don't want to talk about this. And you don't want to give him no credit, no honors, no nothing. Nothing. Laid his body out on the line in court. Ain't had to be there.
Oh man, so this how a conversation should go between two grown men when they have any differences. You sit down, you have the conversations, and you just talk it out. And you figure it out and you find middle ground. And this right here is a great display of that. We have Uncle Luke and Fat Joe discussing whether or not who put Trick Daddy and Pitbull on. Trick Daddy and Pitbull are legendary artists in Miami. Fat Joe was on Math Hoffa's podcast and he said he put them on. Luke ain't like that, so they had to come and clear it up. Listen to this dope conversation right here. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to my channel. Turn on the noti bell for all new content just like this. And make sure you smash that like button for the algorithm, man. It's your boy Stacy. Yo.
All right, I'm going to just let a little more people get on here. Yeah, if Joe want to get on, that'd be great. I'd love to have Joe on. Somebody just said he wanted to come on. I would love to have my brother on here.
Uncle Luke, the living legend, the icon.
What's going on, Crack? How you feeling, man?
I'm here, man. You know, Luke, man, I've been 20 years in Miami, never had one argument with somebody, right? And so when they wake me up, I'm sleeping, I'm in my mother's house, I'm here in Miami. And you know how people get to talking and then I'm like, this is impossible. And so what I can say is, Luke, like I told you, Luke discovered Miami. Luke is an icon, living legend. He created the sound of Miami. He put everybody on. Now, what I was explaining, right, was maybe even Trick Daddy don't know. I came down to Miami when it was Super Bowl. Trick Daddy was playing all over the Calmar, all over the parties. I went back up to New York. I sat down in the office with Craig Kalman, who's still the boss of Atlantic. I don't fuck with him no more. But I took the demo of Trick Daddy. I put it on his desk. I said, you need to sign this guy. He's the next guy. Now, I know you discovered Trick. I know you discovered Pitbull. I never said I discovered them. Luke, I took his demo out of love for hip-hop. And Craig Kalman calls me 2 days later and tells me, I signed the guy Trick from Miami. Cool. That's what I'm elaborating to. When it comes to Pitbull, I know you discovered Pitbull from day one. I didn't say I discovered Pitbull. What I said was, when I was in New York, I was fucked up. I was on the run. I came to Miami. My brother Robert Fernandez, Robbie Rob, who still works with Pitt to this day, let me stay in this house for 6 months. Nobody else has done that for me. So a couple of years later, when Big Pun's double platinum, Fat Joe's platinum, the Spanish niggas is rocking, TBT is begging me for any Spanish artist in the universe. Robbie Rob steps to me and says, Joe, I need this favor. I walked in TBT to Brian Leach, Steve Gottlieb, and I said, this is the guy. This is the next one. Now they signed him. I never did business with Pitbull or Trick. I never signed them. This was all out of love. Everything I did was out of love. And
Right.
so when I say these things, you know, we've been around too long, Luke. We've been a principle. So when I go on record and I say something, I really believe it. I really mean it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know it's always been love with me and you. I know it's been love with all of us. And so when everybody's telling me this and this and that, I say, yo, let me break it down to Luke and everybody, my side of the story, or my truth, because I'm telling the truth. Now, I know when it comes to Miami, you discovered Pitbull, you discovered Trick Daddy, you put Khaled on your radio show, the first main radio show. I don't deny nothing. You was king of Miami when you first came up. You understand?
Right.
I'm not saying that. Miami's my home for 20 years. I've received nothing but love, and I got nothing but respect for everybody in Miami. But I believe this time 2 people are right. I believe 2 people are right. And that's it. I just want to come on here and say my piece, brother.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Just like when we had a conversation, you know, and that's why when I did the books, you know, my father was telling me about it, and I looked at the whole thing, but at the same time, shit, what happened? You know, when I put the post out, I said, hey man, I love this dude. You know, I fuck with it. You know what I mean? Shit, man, you go way, we go too far back. You know, and we've been back where I done been in New York in situations where I done came to your spot and you had to put down on some, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We got history, we got too much love, and that's why I was kind of taking back. But then, just like you said, when I was like Pitt, when I got Pitt, you know, it was because there was Big Pun and Fat Joe, these Puerto Rican artists, you know, doing big numbers and shit. Like, look, man, I'm gonna have a you know, because I'm here, you know, and so we did records and all that, and we put him on, stack him up and all that. Like I say, after I got burned out on the music business, and then he said, man, I want to go do some things, and I don't know what happened after that. I know he went with John and Teach and all my guys, but again, just like I said, we don't know what happened after. Same thing with Trick Daddy. You know, I was in bankruptcy, so if I did record with him while in bankruptcy, trying to get all my trying to get clear of all the samples and everything. So I went to record with him, and I was able to do it. And I was on Island Records at the time. And I said, hey, Trick, we're gonna do this, and then when I get, then we're gonna. But it took too long. He ended up signing up, from my understanding, with Slip and Slide. So they then ended up on Atlantis. But I say all that to say, you never know what happened and how things are after people. You know what I'm saying? Deals get cut all the time. And there's always people who look out and people who put down and people who introduce. So yes, you're right. Both of us are right in this situation, because at the end of the day, you know, once they left me, what happened, who did what, how did it happen, but everybody became successful. And then nobody becomes successful without people who, you know, co-signing and co-signing things. So, you know, I'm glad we're able to get on here, conversation.
Yo, Luke, man, we got nothing but love and respect for you. You're a fucking icon, living legend. You went up against the Supreme Court. Come on, man, Luke. You know, man, since the day I met you, I done gave you the salute. Every time I see you, I salute. Yeah. Every time I see you, for me to front on Luke is to be fronting on myself, fronting on hip hop. I'm not crazy. I know what it is. I was just speaking a little bit of my truth. And of course you put on the whole Miami. Of course you discovered everybody.
Yeah, I'm mad at the interview guy, because the interview guy, he was so overwhelmed by the conversation you were having, which was a deep conversation, because I learned some stuff that I didn't know. You know, I didn't know about the funeral
and all that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I stopped looking at it at that point because I didn't want to hear. I didn't want that. That was deep for me. You know what I'm saying? That was real deep for me. And I'm like, man, these people love each other and families and all that. And so that's when I was like, man, you know, that was deep. So like, just like you say, man, I ain't got nothing but love for you, man. We love each other. You've been down.
That's right.
You know, shit, man. You show love to the kids, y'all do the things in the park. I mean, you really, out of most people, you really are loved here and you embrace the place. You know, the culture and all aspects of it. And so, man, shit, we straight. You know, we ain't never gonna have no problem. It's all love, bro.
All right, Luke. God bless you, man. Thank you for the love.
Okay, man.
Peace.
You have a good night. Okay.
Peace, brother. All right.
See, that's how it should work, people. You know what I'm saying? You never know. That's how it works. That's how it should work. That's how, you know, before people go to getting guns and all that, because of misunderstandings and going to parties and acting crazy and shit, two grown-ass men. And this is a teachable moment for hip-hop. And for us as a people, our culture. Everything don't result into an argument because misunderstandings should not result into arguments. You know, you should be able to have a conversation and talk your way out of it. You know, like I say, when I discovered Trick Daddy, Trick was in jail, got out of jail, Pops say, man, look out for my son. Trick Daddy ended up living with me and he ended up in a battle. Trick did a battle. He outdid Red. Him and Red was the final ones in the Pac Jam Team Disco. And Trick won the battle, and I said, whoever win this battle, I'm gonna do a song with him. And I told Trick, man, even though you living with me, because he was living with me, we were actually living together. I said, boss, even though you living with me, you know, you still ain't gonna be grandfathered in. He won the battle, and we ended up doing records. And that's how that started. I got jammed up in the, you know, all these bankruptcies, all these samples I did, and I didn't want to sign him because if I'd have signed him, he'd have been property of the state. Then Trick would have ended up on some joke record label, you know, like some of the other artists. So I preserved him. He ended up signing up with Slip and Slide record. Great career. Love him to death. Same thing with Pitt. Just like I said, I wanted a Cuban artist because I was from Miami. So I went and found Pitt. I told Julian Booth, he was my A&R guy. Julian, Big Teach, Jeff Sanchez, we need to find a Cuban artist. I don't give a fuck what y'all do. Don't even come to the fucking office. Go find me a goddamn Cuban artist because I will not be complete in Miami unless I have a Cuban artist. Them dudes got Big Pun and Fat Joe out of New York. We gotta compete. And they went and found him. Did a record. The first record we did was with Lil Zane. Little Zane. Lil Zane, Hot as Fish Grease. Took the record to all these radio stations. I took the record to Power 96. They turned it down. First time Pitbull record got played on was 99 Jams. That's facts. Because I was amazed that I just knew Power 96 was going to support the record. But that didn't happen. But later on, Power 96, DJ Laz, everybody, because the PD and the MDs, they was all scared that DJ Laz, you know, because he was the guy doing music here, they thought Laz was going to feel some kind of way if they put on another Cuban artist from Miami. That's facts. And DJ Laz was the main one, embraced Pitbull. And same thing, man, our culture, you know, one thing I'm going to defend history anytime. If I see anything that may be misconstrued or misunderstood, I'm gonna defend the history of us because, you know, some people try to rewrite our history. You know, in this case, Fat Joe ain't trying to rewrite our history. He went and, you know, worked with these guys after the fact, and that's how it works. That's how the music business works. You know, and then you respect that because once they leave you, Then now they got to kind of get a deal and start a whole nother thing. So however that went, that went. You know, however that went, however that went on, I guess it went on. I don't know. I don't keep up with whatever happened after us. But that's why it's real important, I know people keep hitting me talking about, hey man, you need to do the movie and you need to do the docuseries and all that. Yeah, all that stuff is in the work, which should clear up a whole lot of things so people can have a clear understanding as to where we came from here in Miami. We came from the Betty Wrights and the TKs and all this shit, man. The Disco Ricks, you name it, Rick Ross's, man. I got Rick Ross' first CD when he was standing outside of the flea market. I got it in my house. I got his first CD. And so when I see these guys and I see people attacking these dudes, man, same thing with DJ Khaled, man. DJ Khaled was on Mix 96. Khaled was on Mix 96. I heard Khaled on Mix 96, bro. And I said, look, man, I like what I'm hearing. And I went over there to the Rickenbacker Causeway, the club over there, where Butter Fuqua and all them, and Butter had Mix 96 and all these guys over there, George Dukes and shit. And Khaled was spinning there, and I liked that dude. And I told Cedric Hollywood, because he moved down from Orlando, hey, look, man, you got to do a mix show on 99 Jams. They never had a mix show. And he said, well, you do it. So I got Soul Syndicate, Papa Key, DJ Irie, we had DJ Khaled, we had Uncle Al, God bless the dead. We had, we had Papa Key. All them was a part of Soul Syndicate. So we had a combination of, that's how them guys got started off of that show.